Guys, I hope you're doing well today. The lighting seemed okay for natural lighting, so I decided to film with natural lighting instead of my ring light. So the lighting might change a little bit throughout this video because it is a little bit overcast today. But this is going to be my empties for the month of September. In my July empties, I mentioned that I might be doing these every couple months instead of doing these every month. And I have a lot of empties this month, so I just wanted to do it this month instead of waiting. If you hear a lawnmower going, my brother is mowing the lawn in front of my window, but this is the only time I have to film this weekend, so I'm sorry if you hear a little bit of the lawnmower. I'm going to try to talk over it or cut out some of the parts, but anyway, I'm going to stop rambling and let's get into the empties for the month of September. So I actually have a lot of makeup this month, and I just finished this product this morning. This is the Physicians Formula Spotlight Illuminating Primer, and I used up a few of the Wet n Wild Dewy primers, and since Wet n Wild's cruelty-free status is a little bit weird right now, I don't purchase that one right now, but my friend Lisa sent me this one, the Physicians Formula, and I really liked this. It wasn't as good as the Wet n Wild Dewy primer. I really hope I can find like a legit dupe for it, but this is fairly close, and it is like a champagne-y gold color. It's a really pretty primer, and it does make me look super dewy. It doesn't really help with lasting power on the skin, but I do like it as an overall glow. And this did have a pump, but then once I get towards the bottom of this, I was scraping it out, and then the pump thing broke off this morning, like the little tube that is on this pump. It broke, so I scraped out a little bit with a Q-tip, and then I really couldn't get much out of it. But I do have a full size of the Becca Moonstone Liquid Shimmering Skin Perfector, which is somewhat comparable to this, so I'm going to try to use that, see if I like it as a primer, and then if not, I might repurchase this in the future. I did really like it. I'll have to see how much it is. I think it'll probably be around like $13 because that's just Physicians Formula prices, but I did really like this, and I most likely will repurchase it. I finished up one of the Catrice Glam Doll False Lashes waterproof mascaras. This is what the packaging looks like, and I really like these Catrice mascaras, especially their waterproof ones. So this is what the wand looks like. It is kind of like a pregnant belly kind of mascara wand, and that's a weird way to describe it, but that's what it looks like to me. And this is a rubber bristle wand. It gives me really nice volume, length, curl, and it doesn't flake on me. It defines my lashes really nicely. I think Catrice might have discontinued their waterproof versions of their Glam Doll mascaras, or at least I just can't find them in my Ulta because I've been trying to find them and I haven't been able to. So maybe if I go on like Amazon or something, I could find these, but I loved this mascara. I would repurchase it again if I could find it. I finished off this Kokie Be Bright Illuminating Concealer, and this is in the shade Fair. I remember getting this on sale, I think for around $4 or so. And this is a light coverage concealer, and it does have more of like an orangey tone to it, but it did work really nicely underneath my eyes. It didn't provide a ton of coverage, but it never looked cakey on me, and it was just an overall really nice concealer. I don't think I'd purchase it again because I do like a little bit more coverage underneath my eyes, especially because for work I typically only get like 6 to 7 hours of sleep, more leaning towards the 6-hour mark, and I get some dark circles sometimes, and this doesn't always cover it. But I do like the formula on this. I would purchase it again if I wanted a sheer coverage. I finished the Pur Lit Mist, and this was sent to me from Octoly probably around like 4 months ago, and this was a setting spray, and it's supposed to be dewier, and I liked this. It smelled really nice. It was like a citrusy orange scent, and it did make me feel really dewy. I don't think it made me look too dewy. If I was like really sweaty, then I tended to look a little bit more dewy, but that wasn't the product's fault. And I did like this a lot. I don't think I'd repurchase it just because for setting sprays, I don't really care too much about them. Like, I like a good setting mist or a finishing spray, but I don't really care exactly what I use. This was a good spray. If you could find it on sale, I would recommend it. I finished off one of my favorite foundations, and this is the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation, and this is in the shade Natural. I love this foundation so much. I've talked about it so many times on my channel, but this is a medium to full coverage with a dewy finish. It can get it to look more satin if you apply more powder, but for me, this is pretty dewy. I really like the coverage of this foundation. It is about $6, but you only get 0.68 fluid ounces, so you kind of have to keep that in mind. If you want it to last a while, it most likely won't. I think this lasted about a month and a half for me because I was using it all the time because it was my shade. My other foundations are a little bit light for me, and this did match me more, and I had a tan. This is actually the foundation I keep in my makeup kit as well. I just love how it looks on everyone. It's a nice finish. It's cheap, but it doesn't like feel like a cheap foundation, and it is like kind of like a ceramic bottle. I love this. I'll continue to repurchase it because it's one of my favorite foundations. I finished an eyeshadow this month, and this is the Jordana Powder Eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Ivory. And this was just a matte cream color, so as you can see, it's all finished. It's a beautiful shiny pan right there. I really liked this. I would repurchase it again. I like having a matte cream color to set my eyelid primer. This did a really nice job of that. It helped highlight my brow bone as well. I just like having like singles of these. I'm currently using a Makeup Revolution blotting powder as my powder to set my eyeshadow primer, and it works fine, but I did really enjoy this. I will repurchase it. And then actually another Jordana product that I finished was this Jordana eyeliner, and this is one of their wooden eyeliner pencils, and this is just in the shade black. I liked this, but I do like my Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil better. I think the Jordana is similar in price to the Essence. I think this was like $2 and the Essence one is like $2.49 or $3, something along those lines. But the Essence one just stays in my waterline a little bit more. I don't have to worry about like little wood splinters going in my waterline because the Essence one is retractable. So I would go with the Essence over the Jordana, but this one was fine. And the really exciting product that I finished was my Wet n Wild MegaGlo highlighter in Blossom Glow. And this was a pink toned highlighter and it was beautiful. It was one of my favorite highlighters that I've used. For now I won't be repurchasing because of their cruelty free status, but this was a really beautiful highlighter. And I am missing it, but I do have other highlighters that I'm trying to finish up. I finished a perfume this month, and this was the Bath & Body Works Snowkissed Sugar Body Mist, and this smelled really good. It was kind of like a berry vanilla scent. I loved this, and my friend Lisa gave this to me last year, and I finally finished it. It's a really nice scent. If they ever bring it back, I would totally look into repurchasing. And then I finished off some little cotton swabs right here, and this was the Dollar Tree brand, so it's their assorted 100% cotton swabs, and there's 300 in here. So I finished these. And then a little scent thing that I finished up was the Better Homes and Gardens Vanilla Cookie Crunch Scented Wax Cubes. I've repurchased these so many times. They're one of my favorite scents to put in my scent warmer. It just smells like a sugar cookie. It smells really delicious. It makes my room smell like a sugar cookie. I love it. I'll definitely repurchase these again. I finished off a Batiste dry shampoo. This is the Coconut and Exotic Tropical scent. This is a massive one. This is one I got from Marshall's for like $8 or $9, and it's huge. Like, this is the like jumbo size of what they sell. They have another one that's probably about like that tall, but it's definitely a lot bigger. This scent was really nice. It was just like a coconutty scent. I love Batiste. It's the only dry shampoo that works for me. I've tried a few others and they just don't compare to Batiste. Batiste makes my hair feel cleaner, and towards like the 4th or 5th day, which especially 5th day, my hair does feel pretty gross and it does feel a little bit heavy, but like by the 2nd or 3rd day, my hair still feels like pretty clean, and I definitely attribute it to the Batiste because it just works so nicely for my hair. And then my family and I finished off a Pantene Pro V Daily Moisture Renewal Conditioner. And I know Pantene's not cruelty-free, but I just use whatever is in my shower. When I move out, I will be purchasing cruelty-free shampoo and conditioner. I wish Pantene was cruelty-free because their hair products just work really nicely in my hair. I know they're pretty cheap, and I'm sure they don't have the best ingredients, but this does make my hair feel really nice and soft. So if it's in my shower again, I will likely use it, and I'll probably have another one of these in my empties, but this was a family effort. It wasn't just me. I have a decent amount of body care, and I do have 2 scrubs. The first one, I believe this is from Asquith in Somerset, but I'll have to double check because I'm not finding the brand name on here, but this is their Hibiscus plant-based body scrub, and this smelled really nice. I think it was more like a pineapple scent. It was kind of like a pineapple and floral scent. This scrub felt pretty similar to the Tree Hut Shea Sugar scrubs, which I love, and I would pick this up again. And speaking of the Tree Hut scrubs, I finished off one of the brown sugar Shea Sugar scrubs. That's a mouthful, but it smelled really nice when you like just smell it in here. It kind of smells like the pumpkin pecan waffles candle from Bath & Body Works, but once you put it on your body, it kind of got like, it's gonna sound weird, like a barbecue chip kind of vibe on my skin. It didn't really mesh with me that well, but I would pick up the Tree Hut Shea Sugar scrubs. Again, I have the tropical mango one in my shower right now. They're my favorite scrubs ever, and I just didn't like this scent too much, but the other scents are really nice. I finished 2 shower gels from Bath & Body Works. This one is the Sun Ripened Raspberry shower gel, and the notes in here are sun-ripened raspberries, strawberry leaves, and sugar crystals, and this didn't really give me more like a raspberry scent to it. It was a little bit raspberry, but it definitely gave me like a floral note to it. I wouldn't pick this scent up again. Like, it was fine, it just wasn't anything special. This scent was really nice though. This was the Oahu Coconut Sunset Shower Gel, and the notes in here are coconut blossom, sparkling bergamot, beach tuberose, Hawaiian Manoi, and Molten Amber, and this is like a musky coconut scent. So good. I love any kind of coconut scent, honestly, and I like the Bath & Body Works shower gels. I'm currently using a non-Bath & Body Works one in my shower right now, and it's just not the same. I feel like it doesn't clean me as well as these do. I finished 2 lotions this month. This one is from the brand Bloomish. I went to Mexico in July, and I picked up a body butter, which I finished and mentioned in, I think, my either July or my September. I mentioned in one of my empties recently, but I finished a body butter from them, and then this was their Merlot lotion, and I didn't love the scent on this one. It wasn't bad, but it didn't smell like Merlot or wine to me. It just kind of smelled like somewhat fruity, and I can't really describe it at all. It was a nice lotion. It made my skin really hydrated, and Bloomish is a cruelty-free, kind of like the Mexican version of Lush, and it is a really nice store. They have tons of awesome products in there, and next time I go to Mexico or that resort, I definitely want to buy more products from them, especially the body butters. They were so nice. This is the Hemp's Vanilla Plum Herbal Body Moisturizer. This smelled really good, and this lasted me, I think, around 2 or 3 months. This is like a kind of like musky, florally, kind of fruity scent. I think it's nice that it has a pump, but it is really hard to get the remaining product out of it. I tried my best, and as you can see, there's like a little bit on the sides, but I got what I could out of here, and I would repurchase this moisturizer as long as I can find some more scents that I like. And lastly, I have skincare. I finished a sample of the L'Oreal Pure Clay Mask, and this is to clarify and smooth. And my mom gets these because she gets like a L'Oreal moisturizer, and I think she gets samples with it. So I have a few of these left, as well as some like cleansers. So I will be working through those. So this was supposed to be a mask, and it had like exfoliating beads in it. And I used this as a mask a few times, and then I think for the last like 2 uses, I used it as a exfoliating cleanser, and it did work fine. There's other cleansers that I like better. And then speaking of exfoliating, I finished this Found Beauty Bamboo Cream Scrub. And Found Beauty is a cruelty-free and more natural type of skincare brand. They're found at Walmart. And I liked this a lot. It was a cream scrub. It wasn't super exfoliating, but it did feel nice when I did have a little bit of texture on the skin, but it still felt somewhat moisturizing as well. I'll pick this up again. I do want to try more products from their line. I do love their moisturizer, their Kudzu night cream. So good. I repurchased so many of those, and I will probably repurchase this again. And then I finished off 2 of the Equate Beauty Oil-Free Eye Makeup Removers. My mom had a few of these in her drawer, and I actually just repurchased my CVS brand, which is the one I normally use. I used to use this for years until I found out they're not cruelty-free, so I stopped buying them. These are really good. It's very comparable to the Neutrogena Oil-Free Eye Makeup Remover. It's exactly the same as the CVS one, so you can go with either brand, whatever you prefer. It takes off all my makeup. I usually will go over my face with some cotton rounds. I'll start off with 1 and get the majority of the product off, and then sometimes I'll need to go in with 2 depending on how much makeup that I'm using, but it melts everything off. It takes off waterproof mascara, and it's just an overall really good makeup remover. So those are my empties for the month of September. I definitely had a lot of products here, I feel like, but I think I went through them somewhat quickly. If you have any fun empties this month that you want to share, please leave them in the comments, because maybe I'll try some new products. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I also have a horse channel if you want to check it out. It is called CNK Equestrian. I'll have it linked down below. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Talk to you later. Bye.